Hello everyone, and welcome back to Anether, where apparently it is lagging like a gigantic Tyrannosaurus penis. One moment. Well, that may be something we have to deal with. I don't know what's going on exactly. There seems to be a new update to Technic in the time that I was away. But, yeah, I don't really know what was in it. As you can see, I may have gotten a little bit out of hand at the end of the episode, after getting my destruction catalyst, because I've created a few rooms, and oh god, this is almost reaching slideshow level. Yeah, I've created a few rooms. I blocked that off with just a copper block because I was getting sick of people wandering in, and I've kind of got an idea of what I'm going to be doing for the rest of this, base. I kind of want to have a storage room off to the side, and a machine room off to another side, and another room where we have, like, just various things running to create, materials and whatnot, which I've already done in another server, and it seems like a pretty cool way to go. But, our first thing that we're going to be doing today is replacing this bad box, because it turns out we're actually getting enough energy now, and we're not draining it fast enough through these machines, that, well, we're losing power. As I found out I was a bit of a derp in making this iron furnace, basically. Because the iron furnace will cook 10 items from one piece of coal, and the electric furnace will cook 10 items from 4,000 EU, which is exactly the amount that a generator puts out with a piece of coal anyway. So it's just eating up my power anyway. But also upgraded these, and built myself a client star, so I can fuel my hunger with this destruction catalyst. But as I say, the first thing we're going to be doing today is making an MFE. So let's type that out and see what we can find. Okay, so we need a machine block, some gold cable that has been twice insulated, and 4 energy crystals. Those crystals do not need to be charged. Jeez, apologies for all the lag today, I don't know what's going on. I have quite a few diamonds, as it turns out, because there's also a gigantic crater over in this direction, which is also the result of my being very, very happy with my destruction catalyst. Okay, and to make an energy crystal, you take diamonds and you surround them in redstone. Completely smother that thing in redstone. There we go. And there is our 4 energy crystals. And we also need some gold, which we also have in quite an abundance. And we need some rubber. There we go. Okay. You make this basically the same way that you do with every other wire. Or not. That's interesting. Alright, well there's our gold cable. There's our once insulated gold cable. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is all the double insulated that we need. And we now need a machine block, which requires our refined iron. Which we don't appear to have any in stock. But it only takes 8, so we'll just stick it into our electric furnace up here. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can sort out this lag by next time. I don't know what's going on today. I've been having a lot of issues with my internet lately as well. It's like, for some reason, I have this particular laptop that I'm running this off on a direct cable to our modem, and it's actually working a hell of a lot slower, if at all, than the laptop to my left, which is actually just running off of wireless. I have no idea how that makes any sense, but apparently it does. A little bit of tea. I suspect there might be a bit of a quick break at some point in the course of this episode, because I'm expecting some pizza. Because it's just me in the house tonight, and I'm really not in the mood to cook. But yeah, I've been playing around with Technic for a fair bit, just off camera, more or less, in a test world for the most part, except where it was actually a server. I haven't been able to record because we haven't had our mic, but I retrieved it from Mr. 8-Bit Monkey, or Monkeycraft, I believe he prefers to go by. And, oh, that's not my philosopher's stone crafting table, so I can't shift-click into it. Oh well. That'd be a nice feature to actually have incorporated into the main game, is being able to shift-click into this stuff. Okay. Yeah, we're about to lose a fair bit of power. But, oh well. In the aim of science... Oop, I'm gonna want to pick that up in case I need it later. There we go. Okay. This is apparently also a square. What is going on? Right. Okay, and we can just stick a ton of coal in here now. Now, the reason that we need to be careful with what we're doing with this generator in particular is that it acts pretty much identically to a furnace. Which is, you've got your fuel source here, you've got stuff you're messing around with here, which in a furnace would be what you're smelting. And you've got this fuel meter in the middle. Let me just pick this up so I can illustrate it a bit better. Yeah, you've got this fuel meter in the middle. And in the same manner as with a furnace, if you have nothing to be powering, for example, if the bat box next to it is empty, or there's nothing in the top or whatever, that fuel meter will continue, well, that little piece of smoke will continue to decrease. Which means that the generator is trying to create energy, but it has nowhere to put it. Because it cannot store that smoke. And similarly, with it's exactly like a furnace, basically. If you have nothing to smelt and you put something in to burn that is burning, then it's just gonna go to waste. And if you're in a situation like this, whilst we now have our energy condenser, we can make as much coal as we like, it's still a bit of a problem. Because we're still getting quite a bit of energy. Still. So it's just a mark of efficiency, basically. But we could increase the efficiency a bit more by having gold cabling at the back here. But yeah, I rearranged things a little bit when I started messing around a bit. Let's see. Okay, so we've got our MFE, so we're not going to lose any more energy. So the next plan, I believe, is that... Oh, before I forget, you may notice we have some lava lighting up here. Yeah, funny story. After I made the client star and I was blasting away to make rooms and whatnot, I kept hearing a magma cube. And I worked out, by process of elimination, that being that I can see the sides of me and we're on bedrock, that the magma cube must have been above me. So I aimed up with my destruction catalyst and I right-clicked, and I'd completely forgotten by that point that I had my destruction catalyst at the maximum setting. So it dug a gigantic hole up, and it hit the gigantic lava lake that was situated underneath. So I nearly killed myself that way, but hey, now we have this nice lava lighting, which I might actually replicate across the whole structure. But the first thing we're doing today, once I can get a bucket, is we're gonna... Well, I say the first thing. I keep saying the first thing, and I've done a lot of things already. But what we are doing now is we're gonna go make a lava bucket so that I can go upstairs to Cobble Mountain and proceed to get our Vulcanite amulet, which will allow us to put lava pretty much wherever we like, but it will also serve a very important function in making us flame retardant. Which you can imagine is a handy thing in hell, where everything is on fire and made of lava and whatnot. I also tidied up the paths around here a little bit, so I don't lose so much hunger running around them. Howdy, boys. Just need this. We can stick this into our transmutation tablet, and then we only have to get the one. And interestingly enough, it would seem that there's no holding texture for this this copper block. It's a bit strange. Yeah. It's not that big a complaint, really. Everything else looks fine. Okay, so yes, here we are. There's the portal. There's the gigantic hole that spawns like 15 mobs at a time. But nonetheless, we're fine. Okay, just need to get back in here. Plop that back. Occasionally a rat will get through there, but it's not that big of an issue. Okay. This is worth 832. This is carrying 11, almost 12,000. And if I recall correctly, we need to make an iron band, which is going to require a bit more lava as well. Oh no, we don't. We just need a whole ton of dark matter. I may have not thought this through, but we need 6 of these buckets of lava. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all the lava that we need. Okay, so we'll stick our client star back in here for charging. And let's see, what can we get rid of? Oh, let's see, let's stick our diamonds into the macerator, shall we? Whoa! Oh, I know what I've just done. I neglected to remember that this has a higher output that the macerator cannot take. Oh boy. Would you believe that there are people who are actually hiring me to tell them how to do this stuff? And by hiring, I mean tremendously curious and what made my server. Can't imagine why. Right, so we need to make a transformer. Not the one that you see in the Michael Bay movies, thanks Smeg. But we do need to make a low voltage transformer. So there it is. Which requires some copper cables, some copper and some wood. So easily done, easily done. Let's see, do we have any copper cables lying around? We do indeed. We only need 3 of them. Oh, that's Moby's rule there too. Okay, we need some more wood than that, so we're gonna have to retrieve our Klein star. That goes in there. This goes there. This goes there. Let's see, we need 5 of these. Okay, that's 5. And we're gonna need some copper as well from our goodies chest. We have quite a bit of copper. I've been using it for various just random things. Because we have so much of it. Okay. And like that. Nope. That. There we go. Low voltage transformer. You pick that up. Okay. Carrying a tweet out for some reason. Right. Okay, so we go that. We shift click. Everything should be getting power again. Whoop, and I believe that is my pizza arriving, so back in a quick moment. And we return. Okay, so we have our wiring, which is now golden, nicely. And we have our transformer. Let's get some resin and stick that in here to make sure nothing blows up. Well, I say make sure, find out will probably be a more accurate phrase. Just a little bit of resin will do. You can actually tap these to depletion, but they don't regrow as fast or at all. It depends on, I think, I can't recall the specifics. Okay, and that's not exploding. Good sign. We do, however, now need to rebuild our macerator. But that's not so much a problem now. Okay, climb in there. 1, 2, and 3. Nope, that's the side of this running out of power for some reason. Oh, do I have this the wrong way around? I believe I do. That's a bit tricky to replace. Okay. There's a lot of little elements of Technic that you kind of just need to get used to, or there's a lot of others that are a little tricky to remember. Okay, nothing has exploded. We'd know if it would. And are you still going? No, because you have no power for some reason. You have power. Why isn't it leaving? Well, that's a strange one. I'm not sure what to make of that, actually. You're still getting power. This should still be pointing up. We've already had it try to point down, or have we? Okay. That is our transformer, yes? Right. Ah, no, we haven't. Because we've got this here. Right, well, I'm gonna have to uproot you, sir. Here's where things actually get quite tricky. Because we now need to put our MFE back down and point it upwards. So, let's try standing right here. Okay, well, there's no, there isn't one pointing us way. Hey, we have power, thanks Meg, it's working. Okay, so yes, apart from me being a herb, where were we? I see, we were going to we were building our macerator. So we've got our free flint, as we recall. We're going to need some cobble. Which we don't have on hand, but we can easily grab because we've got our philosopher's stone. Let me just check how much we need. I know we need a circuit. I'm pretty sure we need a not a battery box, a machine block. Yep. Okay, I need that. I only need 2 cobblestone. That's fine. There we go. Wonders of alchemy. Oh, I need to put that back in the goodies chest. Well, not the goodies chest, the transmuted chest. I should probably do something with these TNTs, because we can do some, I believe the technical term is fracking around here with it, but we'll see. With the Nova Cataclysm, but that will be something for later, I think. And it's also a bit of a waste, considering we have the Destruction Catalyst anyway. Where was I? Right, so we need to make a little bit more refined iron. But we have tons of this stuff, we don't have to worry about it much. Let's make it 10, just to be coal efficient. Well, we don't have to worry about that nearly so much now, because that generator probably doesn't even have enough capacity to hold coal to fill this. But yes, that explosion is caused by the different voltages that come out of the different storage units. So the bat box will serve pretty much everything, but at a very low rate. The MFE at a higher rate, and the MFSU a much, much higher rate. But some machines can only take certain degrees of voltage, as can certain wires, which is why we replaced our copper wires back there. And if a machine or a wire receives a voltage which it is not suited to receive, as you've seen, it explodes. So I guess that's something to come from that. Utter derp on my part is we've got a bit of practical experience. Let's see, how's this going through? Okay, that should be enough for what we need to do right now. Okay, we have 5 copper cable. I haven't... oh, but we have more here. Okay, so, do we have any redstone? Yep, we do. Okay, so back into our crafting table. A very handy crafting table. Okay, circuit. A machine block. Cobble. Circuit there. And... there's our macerator again. There he is. Lovely little thing that he is. And fully charged already. Okay, so, same to work. Now, usually when you're playing Tekkit, there's a lot of very angry noise going on. But, for the sake of recording, I generally turn that down quite a ways. Yeah, we probably found some other stuff to do with that gold cable as well. But yes, we were making that so that we can stick it into here. and by virtue of that, start to find our way to to some dark matter. So, the precise recipe for dark matter, and oh god, there's a lot of stuff here now, is Aeternalis fuel and a diamond block. Now we can make more Aeternalis inside the transmutation table, so we don't need to worry too much about that. But let's take out what we need for our blocks of diamond. And we're gonna need 3 of them. And everything else we can pretty much chuck inside of the transmutation table to see if we can build up to the level of enough Aeternalis. Which is this. Which is only a little bit more expensive than diamond itself. So this shouldn't take too long. Oh, I guess I'll just chuck this in. I need my clients now. There you go. Whoop, except there's actually a lot more in there than I'm going to be able to take out. Ooh, that's a herb. And a half. Right, let's take that out then, as much as we can. And we'll use the condenser instead. Oh, and that's another diamond. Hooray! Keep that one. Chuck these in. That's enough for 1 dark matter already. And that as well. Okay. So let's get that 1 dark matter on the go. Okay, that's 1. We need 2 more. And I have a feeling we can actually manage that within this episode. Is that actually from... No, it isn't actually. I can toss this in. Just a convenience. Okay. We need another 16. Which means we may go and take a look around... Actually, a few more diamonds in here, don't we? Yep, another 16. Which should make this quite a ways easier. There we go. That should be all we need. Okay. Frame rates are getting a little bit better. I don't know what's causing it. My settings certainly haven't changed. Okay. And the last one. There we go. Okay, so that's all that we need for our Vulcanite amulet. And then we're going to try out the tricky process of testing whether I've been misinformed about it. Didn't know an empty bucket. Just turn that back into the iron. There we go. That's a handy thing about the exchange rates inside of EMC. They tend to be fairly cohesive. We don't need any more of that. But we don't have one in here, so we'll drop one off. And we'll get some diamonds back in here. Okay, and one back inside of here. There we go, management. Okay, so... I'm gonna... I may have to have a last meal before I do this. Do I have any rotten flesh? I don't have any rotten flesh. That's astonishing. Okay, I know this is a waste, but I just want to make sure that I can have maximum healing in case this goes wrong. And let's put as much of our goodies as we can in here. Because the last thing we want to be losing is any of these. Actually, I'm going to need a dot of redstone. There. Why do we have purpose fuel? I don't know. Okay, do we have a pickaxe that I've forgotten about? No, we've just been using this. That's fine. Okay, so, over in the corner here, we'll make a little hole. And there's some lava. Okay, plug that in there. Let's keep our Klein Star on us, because I believe this does actually require a bit of power. Here we go. Haha, we are now flame retardant. Perfectly. Not a problem. In fact, I can probably go upstairs and run around in the lava. And that's actually a fairly good idea. Let's just retrieve all of our stuff, all of our useful stuff that we need. Because I had a peek when I was in one of my other worlds, one of my creative worlds and stuff. And I found that if you go onto the lava, there is some very interesting things to find. Namely, a metric heck-ton of diamond. Like, I was stood in one particular location, and I managed to find at least 9 on the surface. That's not even, like, the veins. That was just how much was visible on the surface. Oh, also, I messed about with the textures a little bit, because I was very, very sick and tired of mistaking tin for diamond. So the tin now has a red dot on it, whereas the diamond has a green dot, which makes them very easy to tell apart at a distance. Okay, and up here... Okay, we can probably run on this now. Well, we're not sinking, that's something. But we can do that. Okay, so there's some diamond, there's some diamond... There's some more diamond. Whole ton of resources under here. Of course, we're moving very slowly right now. There's some tin, some more diamond over the hill. You can also see a lot of where the particles from the lava go. Now, of course, we can't mine these out fantastically well. Yeah, I'm on fire, like it ain't no thing. And this isn't using any power, that's good to know, because that's not changing. Yep. That's a funky jitter. Right, we can't easily get up here, though. Whee! Like a dolphin. Like to get used to this. Right, so yeah, there's a ton of diamonds around here, and the question is, how are we going to excavate them? Because we can mine them away, but they'll then be immediately incinerated inside the lava. Yeah, there's some more. And some more. It may be something to do with the way that the ores work, I'm not sure. One particularly also additional thing is that because all of this is like... Because this is a completely natural lava lake, we can stand on every single level of it. So we can basically fly like we're in creative mode while we're in lava now. Not a problem. Okay, so... I'm gonna go get some blocks. And then I think we'll take some coordinates. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to cover over the top of those ores. Well, we're going to take them out a little bit first. Then we're going to cover them over with something that we can transmute. Probably netherrack. And we're going to turn that into cobbles to serve as a landmark. So that we can then start digging around towards them. Okay, so we need our plentiful supplies here. And we've got our diamond drill. Some other news on the Technic front, actually. If you keep an eye on Too Much Minecraft, the community YouTube channel managed by Wisey, you may at some point see a video from me describing this particular tool in hand. I've already done a video before on ticket reactor safety, which seems to have gotten a lot of good responses. So I thought I would do some quick, snappy, these are things you should know if you're going to attempt to take it in the slightest kind of videos. Okay. There's our target, or at least our first target. And I believe, yeah, our tunnel should be around here somewhere. I don't know how slow we're going to be digging around here. Not very, evidently. But yeah, you can hear the sizzle from the lava making its way down. You'd never see this inside of vanilla Minecraft, would you? Yep, there it goes. So let's just get down here. And dig to where our tunnel should be. I should probably consider making a battery pack of some sort for this drill. Whoop. I'm in a cave. And there's a rat. Joy. Nope. Not happening. Oh, I think we're in... Yeah, I believe we know this cave. That's handy. Okay, so, now we're gonna go plug off to where the lava is coming from over here. So this will cool off eventually. Yeah, but this is going to make prospecting around here a lot easier. Quite a bit safer. Because we also don't need to worry about ghast shooting at us, because we are completely immune to fire at this point. Entirely with materials made in the Nether. Okay. And then we just crank this up a bit. And we have one impermeable bunker, which we can go along and empty out at our leisure. Okay, and we're going to dig another one along here. Okay, and along this way. Our pick is actually running out of battery at this rate, so we're going to have to call it probably an end today. Judging by what I can see at the times. Yep, there goes the power. And that's why I need to make a battery, I guess, or a backpack. Okay. Just like that. And yes, I suppose a fairly brief, more than anything else, episode today, but a very productive one. Because there is now pretty much nothing in the Nether that can challenge us. I mean, think about how much of the Nether's danger is based on fire and lava. Not a lick of it can do a single bit of damage to us now. Okay. Gonna dig through here. Fun fact, the diamond drill will eventually lose charge, but it can still dig everything out just as perfectly as when it's fully charged, even then. Okay, let's cut this up. We're cutting this up here so that we can readily locate it from outside, as well as ensure that it survives any kind of blast that might come out. Which isn't so much a problem now that we're fireproof, but it could still potentially damage our ores. As for example, if one of these ores explodes, which they are still capable of doing, well, we're gonna have some issues there. How much lava is there? Well, quite a bit. Right, let's try and get rid of some of this, shall we? A bit up here, is that where all this is coming from? I guess not. Okay. There we go. Oh, hang on. We've got another spring here. That's where it's coming from. There we go. Yeah. The drills all work perfectly fine whenever they're low on battery. They just work really slowly. But there we go. Eventually all of this lava will be cleared out, and we can happily come back and mine our ores without having to without having to worry whatsoever about what's around us. So the lava lake that we were born under now, whilst initially our greatest problem to combat, is now actually one of our greatest uses, one of our greatest assets. Now let's go around the other way. Of course, we still move kind of slowly. That might be something we work on with the next couple of items we can make. Or maybe we'll go see if we can find a fortress and make some blaze punch themselves in the face. Okay, and once we leave, fire is immediately off. Now I just have to be sure and careful that I do not make a very, very silly mistake, which is to ever remove the Vulcanite amulet from my hotbar whilst I'm in lava. Which is a mistake I've made in the past. And not one I intend to ever repeat. Is this? No, this isn't the way out. This is the way out. Right. Because this leads to the bedrock. Right. Okay, so we're going to be making some really rapid progress now, it would seem. So I shall call it an end today. My frame rates have really picked up. Yeah, out of power, the drill is apparently slower to break. Yeah, Netherrack than on my bare hands. But we shall see about resolving that problem later. We still have 16 diamonds. And a bit. Okay, so, that's all for today. I shall catch you next time.